up, fools? This is Unaverage Fools, episode 11. It's Unaverage Joe. It's my friend Carl.
What's up?
We've been friends for since grade 4, so it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, some time has passed, I guess so.
So today, I wanted to bring him on the podcast because the episode title of this is gonna be the 3-year rule. Basically, we were big fans of How I Met Your Mother, so they have this one episode. I don't know what the episode's called, but it's called the trilogy. And during the trilogy, they watch a trilogy every 3 years. And they were watching Star Wars. We first had Back to the Future.
I mean, we could switch it to Rush Hour.
I'm down for Captain America.
Okay, I think that would be.
Okay.
That's a good.
Middle ground, But yeah. So we had this tradition, in the show, where we would talk about what's happening in our lives right now and what we think is gonna happen in 3 years. So we did that 3 years ago, and yeah, we just wanted to talk about, I guess, what can happen in 3 years, how our goals can change, and if our predictions come true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember my predictions, but I mean, I can try. I just remember faintly wanting to be, wanting to know what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. So I wrote my predictions down, so I guess we'll start off with that. So this was 2018.
Yeah, 2018. He wrote 2017 because he's a dumbass. So go on.
Alright, it's kind of cringy though. I didn't say it to him off the camera. This is my first time saying it to him. I also did this chart. I think we should do this chart, where it's basically the different areas of our life and what we think is gonna happen.
Is that the ABC stuff?
I mean, yeah, it's it's basically the different areas of your life, like what I wrote up here. But so I was day one of finding myself.
Okay, that's a solid start.
Let's start off with a cringy start.
That's a solid start.
Right now, I'm working LSP for Shadowhunters. LSP is security for the film industry. Right now, I'm working LSP for Shadowhunters in the BG holding area, which is background holding. I am a lost boy. Oh, baby! That's how they get you, Carl.
You follow Lost ETC?
I fuck with them. I'm trying to find myself. Blank and I are currently broken up, and I believe this is good for me because now that she's gone, I realize I'm lost. Ever since I was a kid, I love making videos, and for a long time, I thought that was my passion. But right now, I believe my passion is making an impact on the world and helping others. I believe making movies is just my way of expressing myself and my own personal voice. I want to go out, help others, and use movies to spread the word and make an impact. But whatever happens, film and movies will always be my way of telling stories.
Wait, so at the time, did you think film was more of a hobby, less than what you want as your career? Or did you eventually mix both of those up? So your hobby will be your career. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, no. The second thing. So what happened was okay, I wouldn't recommend this, but I did it at the time because I was dumb. But I went to a psychic, and and basically what she said was just in X amount of months you're gonna find your passion. And then I was I already know what my passion is. It's videos, telling stories. And then she was just well, I think your passion can coexist with something else. So that's why, because at that time, I think in my head, I was thinking more of because I was literally working on a movie set. I was thinking more of acting and filmmaking that. But I don't think at the time, or I think it was the very beginning of making YouTube videos. And at the time I was doing more of vlog type of stuff. But now I'm kind of making videos that kind of express myself. Like I said, helping others. I get messages from people who I don't know sometimes, from different parts of the world, and just telling me how much it means to them and stuff. And I'm it's my videos, bro.
Why wouldn't you recommend anyone to go to a psychic?
I don't know. I think you can figure it out on your own. I think I think what psychic people do is they capitalize on people who are
Oh
lost.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, I'm pessimistic, so I mean, not pessimistic, realistic. So when if someone tells me like something's gonna happen in the future, I don't know. Like I don't believe it. I think I'm gonna make my
yeah.
own future. Go on.
Well, one thing she said to me, the psychic, she was just like, "You're gonna have a really bad accident," and like nothing ever happened.
I had a bad accent.
That was after. Okay, but really look at the people who will care for you. Telling stories. Really look at the people who care for you. I think this is another fucking point right now.
Like did the note end there? Like,
I'm pretty sure it ended there. Yeah, I think that was it. But yeah, basically at the time, I didn't think I was very lost. Now, see, like even now, like I'm still kind of lost, but like I have like a better sense of like what I want to do. I know like I want to make an impact by making videos and telling stories, and I know I don't like get a lot of views, but if it impacts some people, that's like all I care about, you know. That's like the better personal fulfillment that I get.
And you've gotten messages like saying like you have impacted people though, no?
Yeah, but before Carl, like maybe last year, I used to like. I think I had like way more of an ego. Like when I got messages, I was like, yeah, like, fuck yeah. But like now, I'm just like, I need to chill. You know, like, you're like,
Okay. You're more
good.
humble.
Yeah, I gotta humble myself. You know, Kendrick Lamar. You know. But yeah, that was like what I was thinking 3 years ago. Did you have any idea of like what was going on in your head 3 years ago about like what you wanted to do right now?
2018. Okay. This was March, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, March. No, I think at the time like I wanted to make predictions, but at the time I think all I really wanted was like I think that's what everyone wants, like not to be like lost in what they want to become in the future. Like, you know, everyone wants to know where they're supposed to be and all that stuff. You got to figure it out. But that was like the one thing that I can remember, but also like I guess like I mean if I'm being crass, you know, I swear like out of the FNF people. The FNF is like our dance group.
Yeah, here's
you
a
know?
little clip.
Yeah. So this is our little dance group, and I swear the only reason why any of us kept on going with it is because we thought it would get us girls.
I didn't think that. I was dating someone.
Okay. Me, at least me and like maybe me and Shao, okay, because like we're the only ones. And then coming out of high school, I think I don't know about Shao, but at least me, like I wanted to experience something like that. So that was like my only like not really prediction, but it was more like, oh, like I hope I get confident enough to like get into a relationship or even try, because at the time I hated trying to do any of that stuff. Like, you know, talking to girls is just like not my thing, and it kind of still is not my thing. I'm still a little bit. I'm a little bit shy. You know, unless someone likes the Clark Kent look, you know, that I went for today. Hit me up.
Someone want to what?
So, unless someone likes the Clark Kent.
Oh,
look.
the Clark Kent
Yeah.
look?
No, that's a joke. That's a joke. But yeah, no, that's the two things that I would say like was the thing I can remember from 3 years ago. Is like one, wanting to know where I should be, and the second is some like knowing what it is to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I think so. At that time, I was like getting out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I remember just like hurting, like just not feeling good, and I remember at the time like I had no idea, like I didn't even have like the idea of like trying to be in a relationship. What my perspective was with the relationships was just like, I just don't want to hurt anymore. Like, I don't like this feeling, you know? Like, I feel like there's, like, this baseline level that you were probably at of, like, just feeling normal. But, like, I was, like, 10 fucking stories below I just wanted to get back to that feeling. And then, like, try when I'm good. But that was what I was feeling at the time, at least. But, yeah, at the time, this just goes back to what I was saying, but I just wanted to, like, I was lost, but I wanted to just feel normal again because I was just like in so much pain and so much like hurt, you know. And that's like another thing why I think 3 years is like a good time, because a lot can change and a lot can happen in 3 years, you know. And I was so narrow minded of like I just wanted to feel better, but there's like so many different opportunities. Like I could have been trying to like focus my goals on more, you know, and get out of that faster.
I mean, you gotta cut yourself some slack, you know. Yeah,
I know that's one thing I'm not good at.
But I mean, when you said that, there's like 3 years is like a good time. Like we can get into this like a little more later, but like there's something popped up into my head, like telling yourself, like I've seen this like in TikTok probably or something, but like telling yourself like, oh, in 3 years you're gonna be doing this podcast in the middle of an epidemic, by the way.
Yeah,
you can like fuck with yourself and be like, yo, this is zombie apocalypse, bro. Yo, go to Luke's house. Remember the plan? Yeah. Our friend Luke had like a whole wall with like
airsoft guns.
Yeah, airsoft guns, like heavy like airsoft guns. This is where this guy had like rifles, like automatic rifles, and like he had the Batman blades too. Like,
yeah.
So we always said like if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, we were a big fan of Walking Dead back then. We would always go to his house.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like a side thing that we can talk about later. But yeah. So do you think you are at that point now? Like,
yeah, I think I'm like very neutral now. Like now I can, like with the relationship stuff, like I had a different perspective back then. This is my perspective now, but it'll probably change in 3 years. Like who knows what's gonna happen? But at least right now, what I think is like, I think having like not following a traditional path is affects like trying to be in a relationship, because when I'm not working, I'm trying to do YouTube videos and I'm trying to come up with ideas and write and edit and film, like whatever, try to do. Because I guess with relationships, I'm normal now, but with my career and money wise, like 3 years ago, don't get me wrong, I was way below. Like I'm better now, but I still feel like I'm way below, and I could be doing more stuff with my goals. Like for right now, see, okay, 3 years. So 2021. I have 2 Patreons. I'm making $5 a month. So I want to see what happens in 3 years.
You know, that's so what? 3 years. That's 2. Next year could be 4. Yeah. Not next year. 3 years from now it could be 4.
Yeah.
6 years from now it can be 8.
Yeah, 8. Yo, 8 Patreons. Nah, but I feel like I'm like way down below now with not my income, but like my career goals. 3 years ago, I was working, like I said, I was working in the film industry. I wasn't really enjoying, I wasn't finding fulfillment. But now I understand that you can have a job and not feel fulfilled. That's completely fine, because the job is what basically pays for your hygiene needs, which is like your bills, like the stuff you need to do to live. It pays for you to follow your dreams too. But the satisfaction comes from the side hustle that comes after work, when you're creating and when you're expressing yourself and you're doing whatever. So I'm currently at the stage where I'm at the side hustle, like the side hustle season. Like I heard that on a podcast, but I'm at that stage right now where I work 9 to 3 and then I get home. I have to work out. 3 years ago, I wasn't even working out, but we'll get into that later. But now after I work out, like I just try to focus on filming or editing or trying to turn this into an actual business, because this is what I want to do. I've been wanting to do this since we were kids, because we actually started. We'll get into that too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the Patreons know about Super Funny Box.
But
Pedrosa in English?
We started off making videos as kids, and that's what sparked my interest in the beginning. And now it carried on like 10 years later. I still want to do this, you know what I mean? And I feel like this is something like I want to do. I'm not gonna stop until like I drop dead, but yeah, like right now, since like all my time is focused on doing that, like trying to build my career, my business, because this isn't a traditional path like entrepreneurship and business. I don't want to get into a relationship for the next until maybe like my 30s, because like relationships can be very time consuming, very mentally, physically, and like financially draining. And I feel like I need to use all that time, all the resources, instead of trying to become like a good boyfriend, into like starting my business and being successful with this. And then when I'm successful with this, maybe I will, no, not maybe, I will try, you know what I mean?
Try what?
Be in a relationship, you know?
Ah, he said it.
Try to find a Asian shorty, but yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, that's good. You actually have like a plan, in the future. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I look at this guy, I'm like, yo, I swear it's been like a while since he got into a relationship. Maybe he can go in the ring again. I'm trying to be a good kind of like a wingman.
Wait, okay, if we go to bars and stuff, like, would you want to like actually wingman and stuff? Like,
I mean, I'll wingman, but I'm not gonna go in for like go after. I'm like,
you won't do it.
I'll pretend I'm gay if I need. I'll be like, girl, you better eat that man up. Wingman you any day. But
why don't you want to date? Like,
I mean, like, if you're talking about like going to a bar now, I'm not.
No,
like,
obviously not now. But like when we get the vaccines and stuff, like, would you?
Okay, give me a timeline, because like
I don't fucking know.
Okay. So what, like, one thing that I told Joseph like off podcast was like sometimes what happens inside my own head is that like feeling not ready for a relationship. Stuff gets complicated, and then like people get scared.
Yes.
And that it's never like anyone's intention. I mean, like, there's some bad people out there, but there's like it's never anyone's intention to hurt anyone. But this is why like at the moment, I'm never gonna know. I don't think in the near future I'm never gonna know that like if I'm ready or not. That's why, like, I want to stay away from that so that I don't have to ask myself if I'm ready or not, avoid it altogether.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't want to get in a relationship, but like, I want to date, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Go meet new people.
Not be like too serious with shit, but like,
damn,
my skills are rusty. My skills be rusty. My skills be rusty though.
What are you planning on doing? You're gonna date him and you're like, can I shake your hand? Can I hold your hand?
Can we hold pinkies?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Just like date and just not take it too seriously. You know what I mean? That's
so. How far would you go if you're not taking it seriously? Like, would you tell them that you're not?
Yeah, I would tell. I'd be straight up. Like, I wouldn't like try to beat around the bush or anything.
Okay, that's good. Cause like what if they like want something serious?
Yeah, then I'd be like, nah, I can't do that. Like, I gotta focus on my shit. You know what I mean? But so yeah, you don't think in 3 years like you'd want to be in a relationship, or you just don't know?
3 years is a long time, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But as far as like nowhere near future, maybe a little longer. Who knows? But so far near future, like this year, I don't know. I mean, I told them that so our friend Santi, we see him every 4 years, and next year is the year coming up. Or is it supposed to be this year?
It's next year. It's next, because we saw him 2018, 2019, 2020.
So that's another tradition we do.
22, yeah.
Every 4 years we see our friend Santi that got deported and lives in UK now.
So basically in grade 9, he was going to our school, but then he was like an illegal immigrant, I guess.
No, his reason for staying, like him and his mom's reason for staying expired, basically.
Oh, okay. The visa.
Yeah. They couldn't renew it, and they just got to go.
I was like, should I marry Santi's mom?
Yeah. Did you actually?
Yo, I gotta help the man out. But last time we saw him was grade 9, and then 2018 we saw him in Europe. That was 4 years, so that's why we created that tradition. So we have like multiple traditions going on: the trilogy tradition and the Santi tradition. But yeah, so
when I see, like I told him, when I see him, and I'm gonna try to go in there for like a surprise kiss just to seal the deal. But when I see him, that's when I'll reconsider about like maybe trying again.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a good time period, like literally more than a year from now.
Yeah.
But other than that, romance wise, I don't nothing in the near future.
Same here. But let's go to different areas of our life. So I wrote this 3 years ago. My past, my present, and my future. There's like different areas of your life. So money, physical, creative, and there's building your knowledge and mindset. I only have the first three here, but we'll talk about this. This was 3 years ago, so we'll talk about this, and then we'll talk about what's happening now. And
No,
I'm gonna read it all out, so it doesn't matter. But and what we want to happen in 3 years, our predictions.
All right, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna.
Yeah, well, my back's kind of fucked up. Oh, I found out I had scoliosis this year, which kind of sucked.
Yeah, damn.
So in the past, how I used to make money, McDonald's and Portrait Studio. My present is LSP, which was security. That was what I was doing at the moment. And then in the future, what I wanted, passive income. That was something that wasn't as present in my life as it is right now. Like I'm trying to get, but that's a big one that I'm like still trying to pursue. A social job, I guess, because I remember the security stuff. That was just very antisocial to me because I wasn't talking to anybody. I mean, I work in an office. There's like two other people. I just talk to them like regularly. So I guess I have a social job now.
You don't think you don't consider them as like any like like work friends or not even just like?
No, dude. They're like, see,
how old are they?
They're my age.
Okay, so why don't you like break the ice?
No, the ice is broken, but like, see, they're at like such a weird different level. I'm like, dude, how? See, this is why I also think how you were raised is such a big factor that plays into your life. Because they were raised with like business parents. They're both Middle Eastern or African. They're like African Middle Eastern. You know how like it sometimes like coincides together. I don't know.
Oh, I guess.
Like he's brown, but he says he's from Africa. He's like from the Congo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he had a business dad. My dad, he was just a working class citizen. But he started his own business. Like, I don't know how much money he has, but he told me when he went to Florida, he spent $15,000.
Starting a business or
at Florida, like on hoses.
Oh, you mean
on like strip clubs?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about his dad.
No. I was like, you spent 15 grand in Florida, and then he was just like, yeah. I was like, did you freak out? He's like, nah. He's just like, not like, did you freak out in the morning? He's just like, nah, not really. Like, he's like, that's only like 5% of my net worth. I was like. I like calculated. I was like, okay, this guy has to be worth like, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not good at math either.
No way. Maybe like
I don't know, dude.
No one can just calculate 5% of their net worth. This guy's like capping. Like I'm not saying like he's like not rich. I'm just saying like it's probably like 10,000. No, 10%. Like
10%. Yeah. Well, he told me like he does stocks. He does drop shipping. He does. He has rental properties. That's like what I want to do, but.
That's what my friend are doing. Hop on.
Yeah. No, he's an agent though. He's not rental properties.
Oh no, but like obviously like. Okay, we'll talk about this. But
yeah. So that's what I wanted. I guess I've come to that now. Passive income. I'm more so this is what my understanding of passive income is, and hey, I still don't know, but. From what I understand, it's time spent creating passive income and not like how you trade your time for a job. Like 1 hour equals $15. It's you create something, like I'm creating something right now, and then 10 years down the line, this can make me money. Because if someone watches my video in 10 years and they see this Patreon and they decide to buy it, I'll get the money then. So it's creating something
it's like an investment.
Yeah, using your time to create something now to pay yourself later. So time and money spent. So from what I understand, it's business, stocks, and real estate. That's how you make passive income. With my time, I want to focus on putting it all into creating YouTube videos because this is making me money now. So if I could just learn how to scale this, that's all I need to do. And with my money, I'm invested into index funds. I got 10K in ARK. So I don't know if I'm going to go up or down, but I hope I go up. And I potentially might become a part owner of a company, of this guy who does who's part of a hedge fund. So what my plan is because he made a lot of money. Like, I don't want to say the exact numbers just in case, but he made a lot of money. And what I want to do is make a lot of money with stocks and then invest into real estate. See, now I'm kind of doing it more, as in then, I was more focused on, I was just like, I'm stuck in this freaking security and I don't know what to do, but I have ideas. Now I'm actually executing on my ideas. And what I want in the future, at least, is I want to be at the point where I don't have to work a traditional job anymore. I want to work full-time on YouTube. If I'm creating enough passive income from stocks, real estate, and this Patreon, hopefully, and other YouTube sources, like I got my affiliate marketing, all my shit set up. If I'm just making money from that, that'll be good enough for me. I don't want to become a millionaire. You know, I don't want to be the richest guy with like a Lambo and shit. I'm a very minimalistic person. Like, look at my freaking clothes. Like, you won't see any brands on me. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I think with money wise. So what do you think? What did you think? Where were you like money wise then, or money / career wise? Money wise then, money wise now. If you want to talk about it, if you don't,
No,
it's okay.
I don't care.
And what you think, where you want to be in 3 years from now?
3 years ago, I think I just started my grocery job. Like,
No
I just
way.
started like February 2.
You started?
2018.
Oh, okay, but you were at McDonald's.
No, I quit McDonald's like 20.
No, you were at McDonald's. Like,
No,
you
yeah.
were making money.
Yeah, no, I quit. I quit. Like, I found Food Basics like 3 years ago, and it was a good job, like good part-time job. Like the people there, I think they opened up a new perspective to me, because working at like fucking like McDonald's, Jesus Christ, McDonald's. Like I've heard stories of other people working at McDonald's, but it was never like as bad as what we had to go through. I feel like our McDonald's, like, they really did treat you like fucking shit until like and then you just have to like say thank you at the end.
Yeah,
like that's the worst. Like, they tell you to say thank you. Like, these guys like fucking ride your ass like for however long your shift is. Sometimes you'll even double shift, do 16 hours or something like that. And at the end they'll just treat your shit for 16 hours, and at the end you'll be like thank you. Like, that was so fucking.
So our rule at McDonald's, I don't know if other McDonald's are like this, but say if people are like, oh, drop chicken or drop chicken nuggets, instead of saying okay, you say thank you to show that like you heard it. But that was the context of that.
So yeah, coming out of McDonald's and going to like a grocery store, and like, you know, it's not really a big up when it comes to like the pay, you know, pay per hour, but it's the people that changed my perspective. Is because when I went there, they really just did like care about you as a human being versus, oh, are you doing your job? You know, I mean, yeah, they do that, obviously. Like, I mean, any business has to do that. But I remember specifically like one part of my life where like it was like super bad, like, you know, mental illness. Like, if I was to scale like how bad I was feeling every day, like it would be like up to 10s, and then after that, like for like a small like 5 to 10 minute window, it'd be back to like 3, and then after 10 minutes it goes all the way back to 10.
That this was 3 years ago.
A little bit more, like maybe like 2.5. But yeah, so, and then they would like, they notice like, oh, are you like feeling okay? And then you know, you don't really like, at the time at least, I wouldn't really like answer to anyone, especially if they're like strangers, like your manager, you know. But when I told them like I couldn't go to work because like I was going through some stuff, she literally said like, and this is my first time ever hearing this from a corporation or anything. They said like, take as much time as you need, call us when you're like ready to go back into like work and stuff. I'm like wait, are you gonna scream at me? Are you gonna like get angry at me, like passive aggressive wise or something? And like she's like, no, like you're just gonna just let me know when you're feeling better. And like when I came back, actually, like she asked me about it too, and if I wanted to talk about it. I'm like I guess a little, but not really. But it was still like pretty good, better than like
Damn.
I feel like if I did that at McDonald's, they'd be like, do I really give a fuck? Say thank you now.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've never had like I don't know, like that kind of relationship with like an employer where like they care about like your personal life, what you're going through.
They still do.
That's
Like,
that's
they
so
still do.
blessed to have.
Yeah, that's why it was hard for me. Like, I still like am there, but I'm already like in the midst of like about to leave because I finished school when the whole virus started, but it was put in a halt because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't like get because of that halt, and it kept on like going to like oh things are like slightly open now. Oh wait, no, everything's closed again. Slightly open now, close again, and it took me a while to get everything I need, but now that I do. I'm like working my way to I'm actually like trying to be in like a security like somewhere like really big, like he did Joseph did LSP, but I'm like looking for more like, that's why I'm trying to volunteer around like hospitals, airports, because I'm trying to do one where it's like a government building type of thing.
Dude, I think you should try like, don't try airports. I think you should try a hospital because you'll get the vaccine.
That is, you got a point there. You got.
Someone told me
there.
that. I don't know who told me that, but
no, but like the only reason, like, because airports, like that's kind of one thing I really want to be in, like, in the future, like, be one of the people with like the canines walking around like sniffing, you know, and then I call him a good boy at the end of the day.
yeah.
But but right now, yeah, so I'm like in the midst of like leaving that grocery store. I actually have a second job at a gym, but it's closed. And then the people at the gym, I've never like wanted to hang out with people outside of work so bad. Like I've done it in the grocery store, but at the same time, it's like them, like I feel like they could like open up a different side of me. I didn't start wearing chains until I like okay. So I bought this chain because I'm like, you know, let's try a different look. You know, I put it on one day. I'm like, oh my god, I look like a fucking idiot. Like I need to take this off now. And then once I started working at the gym, I'm like, okay, you know what, let's try it. So I put it on. I didn't care how I look. And then for some reason, I was like, you know, looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, I look kind of like kind of cool, you know, kind of cool. And I took a selfie and sent it to Kaz.
Oh yeah.
And Kaz like, holy, why do you look so good and all that stuff? I'm like, okay, maybe she's like saying that, but and then I typed in, I'm like, I put on a chain. She's like, oh, that's it. I'm like. Like, how could I have hated this? Like, not. But yeah, like, for career-wise,
where'd you think you were gonna be?
Like in 3 years?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh, 3 years ago, I think I just wanted to be somewhere where I wanted to know where I want to be. Like, if that makes sense. Like, because at the time, like, I remember I was having troubles not knowing what I wanted to be, because like at the time, like, we were juvenile kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if I like cross my fingers, I will, like, I'm trying to get into policing, but like I'm gonna eventually have to tell them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's in my record.
Just for context, we snuck into Splat a lot. The video is down. It's on my Patreon though, so you can. I'll link it in my Patreon.
You follow them.
But we ran away from the OPP at Splat a lot.
We were like, to me, I was like scared, super scared. I'm like, okay, but like now knowing what I know now, I'm like, okay, don't, like, for everyone watching this, do not run away. Like just face the music. Go
cha-cha to them.
Yeah, like literally just like accept everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, but at the time we were scared, and then we ran. Eventually, like, so like some of our friends did actually just go up to them, and then they called us. They said like, oh, they're gonna like call in like dogs or something to look for us if we don't come back. And then that's what I remember looking over to my friend. I'm like, okay, like we gotta stop this. Like we literally gotta stop this. And like,
who are you with again?
Shao.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like walking back, and then like I see Ralph on the walk back too, because they called everyone.
Yeah, I was with Ralph.
Oh, you were Ralph.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, like while you were still hiding, like I remember you're like, okay, it's okay, I can let him get, like, you know, I could just not be a part of the people that like I was never here.
I didn't say that.
Okay, no, you were thinking of like hiding still, like while everyone was like ready to go turn it in. But yeah, I was with Ralph, and I'm like, yo, Ralph, like, this is the end, bro. Like, we shouldn't, like, I remember like telling like, yo, we gotta stop fucking like doing this, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I hated doing that. I just did it to like, like to spend some time with like friends. But if I had a choice to spend some time with friends playing video games at home versus like going to abandoned places, I chose the video games at home 100% of the time. Though, like, the fucking like one time I go, I'm like, oh man. I'm like,
I know, that was a bad one. That was
like on narts. But yeah, at the time I was just like, I didn't know what I was gonna go to. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to be. And then when the police officer like she told us like, oh, we'll just give you a trespassing ticket, but like, like learn your lesson from this and all that stuff. And they told us to post a video too, so that people can learn their lesson.
I was like, all right. I was like, I was gonna post it anyways.
and I feel like we built a rapport with that police officer because I was wearing my trusty Leger shorts.
I have every grounds to arrest you all and charge you for. I'm choosing not to do that. Maybe it's Malaysia, I don't know. Okay? But you guys are going to have to hang tight here because it's going to be a bit.
Represent Represent Louis the Lancer.
She's like, are you from Malaysia? I'm like, you know me. But yeah, after that, I'm just like, shit, like, I feel like I could actually enjoy being a police officer because like it's like obviously the physical activity, but like just like getting people to change their perspectives in doing like stuff like this, like, if I could like make one, like, everyone people arrest, or like police officer arrest, obviously like there's some like ones that will for sure learn their lesson,
Yeah.
and then there's like a good bunch that won't. But like, hopefully like one day when I do become a police officer, I do end up teaching people like, about like not fucking with the law and just like, just like be safe and all that stuff.
So do you think that moment was like a pivotal moment in like your career, kind of, because it kind of like opened your eyes and stuff like that?
Yeah. I didn't think about it until like I started talking about it now, actually.
Oh, really?
But like I feel like that was like one of the biggest thing. And like coming back from Europe and just like needing, like, it was more like needing a direction in life because I couldn't like stay the way I was. I decided to go for policing, and I was in Sheridan College, and I started to like it more and more every day. And
That's
then,
good.
Yeah.
So where do you want to be 3 years from now?
I want to be like in there, like
Like an officer?
like an actual officer, because like I think you need to do 2 years of like regular like police officer duties before you can actually choose a field and where you want to be in.
Oh, so you want to be in that 2-year period?
Yeah, by the time, like, I want to be either like 1 year in or like just starting. I don't care. I just want to be in it, and eventually get into a K9 unit.
So do you know what my cousin's doing right now? Like where he's at?
Like cadet? Yeah.
Yes. Do you think you're gonna achieve that by the end of this year?
I would definitely want to. Like, the reason why like I say like definitely is because like literally every time I'm working, I'm like I need to like keep on pushing and pushing until like I get like, that baseline like security job, move into like, hopefully cadets,
Yeah.
all that stuff, try to network with people. But I need to keep on pushing, and then sometimes like in my head I'm like, you're scared, you're scared, and that scared feeling, I just like pushing it even more,
Yeah.
because staying at home, I think that's just like, quarantine's been tough, guys.
I think that's one good thing about a shitty job. Like, no matter how shitty it is, it might feel shitty in the moment, but like it drives you to want to do something better,
Yeah, like when you're in there, you're doing like all that like stuff that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I need to get out of here.
It would be harder, I'd say, to be in a comfortable position and be stagnant than be in a really shitty position and wanting to like fucking leave as fast as possible. But yeah, that's money. So we're going to move on to the next thing, which is we'll do in shape. So body. So in the past, this was 3 years ago, like I said. Before even that, it was running and biking, and then the present day, which was 3 years ago. So working out, boxing, and dancing. Dancing was like cardio. That was like my idea.
Really?
Yeah. And then what I wanted in the future was working out, dancing, martial arts, boxing, or like boxing or I don't even know. Oh, Aikido. Okay, I didn't right now.
Wait, what?
Aikido.
Is that like a karate?
No, you know what it is? You know Morgan from Walking Dead?
Yeah.
You know he had the stick?
Oh, you
I wanted to do that. I thought that was so cool.
I mean, it is cool. It is cool, but you know.
But yeah, so I'm working out. I think right now, honestly, I'm with. So at first, like for the first 2 years of working out, I was with my cousin's program, but I was like in his free program. So I was working out. I thought I looked good, but now I'm actually in his program. I'm not paying for it though. I'm doing video. I'm doing services. I'm doing services like video editing for working for his services. But like now I actually lost weight. I'm 145 and I lost. Yeah, I'm 145. Dude, I went from 70 kilograms to 65.
Okay,
I'm at like
I don't speak
okay,
kilograms.
I'm at like I was at like 155.
Okay.
And now I'm at like 143. And I think right now I'm at the best shape I am in my life. I actually count my calories, count my fats, I count my carbohydrates, and I count my protein. For boxing, I actually stopped because my boxing gym closed, and also I have a bag in my garage, but I feel like this is like one thing I learned. Having to like wanting to do too many things is bad for you because it takes away from like the stuff that are most important. Like you can do 10 things at like a good moderate level, but you can do one thing really good to the best of your abilities. And I'm not saying that one thing for your whole life. I'm just saying for different parts of your life. So at first I was like boxing, running, and working out. Now I was like, fuck the boxing and running. I'm just gonna work out, you know. But 3 years from now, I don't know. I wanted like a 6-pack. Like I have like you can kind of see it, but like my pecs are big. My shirt's tight, but I don't have like a 6-pack. All I want is like just less body fat, I guess.
What I like to do in the gym is hide my power level, you know?
Yeah.
you can't be showing that off. I'm a humble person. I like wearing flannels that are too big for me. What should I talk about?
Yeah, where were you 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Where did you think you were gonna be today, and where do you want to be in 3 years from now?
So 3 years ago, I think I just wanted to be skinny. I didn't care about like muscles or anything. So I was literally like just eating. I was eating 3 meals a day, but they weren't big meals. And I was still hungry, but I just wanted to say like skinny.
Yeah.
So I just like waited until my next meal to eat. And I mean, I was okay with that, to be honest. I think I started working out because it was a way, like when I was still like, you know, kind of like sad or like,
oh yeah,
you know, all that stuff. Joaquin, our friend Joaquin, he told me like, just come with me to work out, see how you feel. I remember I went for one day and I'm like, yo, fuck working out, bro.
Yeah.
I hate this shit. And then like he somehow got me to come out like not the day after. The day after I completely ignored him. And then the day after that, that's when he somehow got me out of my bed to keep on doing it. And then it wasn't like constant in the beginning, but eventually it did become constant to the point where like it was daily. Like I hated missing a day because like obviously everyone deserves a rest day for your muscles to rebuild, but I didn't like it because I know if I took one rest day, it becomes 2 and then 3 and then like keeps on going and going. It was hard to start again. So it was like every day for me. But that was like, I would say like 2 years ago, but 3 years ago I wasn't working out at all. So right now, I feel like my peak physique would be like last summer. Like that was my peak. And but after quarantine, like, you know, no gyms and all that stuff, it fell off. But I don't really like care too much because like I care because, you know, I like being active. I like seeing growth in any parts of my life. But I didn't care too much as well because it's not like I can control it, you know? Like I'm the type of person that like if you can't control it, then what's the point in being like angry or sad about it? Which I am, but like but you know, not too much. And I think in 3 years I Actually, one thing I want to do is pick up a martial arts.
Oh yeah, you want to? Well, you don't think boxing's one?
Well, yeah, no, but I mean like ones that can like more like put a hold on people, less than
Like
knocking them down
jujitsu.
on the ground. Yeah, like cause I feel like that's one thing that police officers, like, I think all police officers should also know. Like, they do teach it, but they should, like, it's like muscle memory for them to put someone in like some sort of like joint lock or something, not to break their bones or anything, just to like put them in like
Put them in a sleep.
no.
Oh, okay.
No. No, to like try to like hold them down while like, you know, they put the handcuffs on them or something, or something to like defend themselves without having to resort to a gun or
Yeah.
like a weapon, like use your hands or something. Obviously if someone has their like knife out or something, you know, use your best discretion, but like you know, everyone, I feel like me being a police officer in the future, I would want to know martial arts that's like muscle memory. That, and also back to my original peak physique. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I have abs or anything, but like at the time, I think I saw it, but at the same time, like I didn't care enough to like take off my shirt either. I'd still like I'd still be swimming with the shirt on. Yeah. But that's just me because I don't like showing off too much.
Yeah. In 3 years from now, I want to look like Captain America.
Ah, that's a good one.
That's the one.
Good.
That's the
He's
one.
the Captain America Spider-Man, you know?
Spider-Man's too skinny for me.
Really?
Yeah.
He's still a little. There's still muscle there.
Yeah, there's still muscle.
He's like a calisthenic person.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do creative and then build your mindset. So creative, this was 3 years ago. Just letting you know again. But before 3 years ago, my past was filmmaking, dancing, photography, singing. Whoo! I don't know. I don't know why I put that singing one.
I mean,
I'll sing to myself, you know.
Yeah, I mean everyone does, but
Yeah.
I never thought you took it like as in like.
That was like the past, like grade 10 and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So the present, which was 3 years ago, I wrote filmmaking, dancing, drone photography, and ukulele. I do 2 of those things now, like drone and filmmaking. And then for the future, which is right now, what I wanted was filmmaking, dancing, drone photography, ukulele. I basically wanted the same thing. Right now, I am not dancing because dancing's closed. And drone photography, I have a drone, but like I don't go out of my way to like shoot specific things. I do it for B-roll. And ukulele, I just do that for fun, I guess. But I think it goes back to that thing I was saying, like trying to focus on one thing. When I was doing the dancing thing, I think it was more for like the social aspect of just being in groups and stuff. But right now, I just want to get better at my filmmaking skills. Like I think my YouTube videos are pretty sick, but I want to get like better editing wise. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to get better editing and better filmmaking in the future, which this is like a craft I've been doing, like I said, since we were in grade 4. So I don't even know like how long ago that was. How old were we? Like 10?
Grade 4?
Year 4 in senior kindergarten.
Yeah, I think around like 10.
Yeah, so I've been doing this for 10 years, for 11 years now. I think we started in grade 5 though, actually. I don't remember if it was grade 4 or grade 5.
It was definitely like grade 5 or 6.
Yeah, so I've been doing this is my craft for 10 years. So this is like I said, I don't know if it's my main purpose in life, but it is definitely my way of telling stories and sharing my perspective. So obviously I want to get better, and I just want to get better at filming and editing. There's no like specific thing I want to do, but just become a better storyteller, I guess, in the next 3 years. How about you?
I mean, I think you're like pretty good right now. Like, well, comparing you, because we haven't talked like back then, like we didn't talk for a long time, but comparing you to like now to like then, like you're pretty good at like storytelling. I mean, you got better at least.
Wait, when didn't we talk? Like what?
Like
period
like
we
when
talk
I
about?
joined the group, like, you know, the new season.
Like the one that just happened?
Like when I like before last May, basically. But like before last May, we didn't really talk, you know. So, I mean, comparing you to like before that and like now, I mean, you got better. You got way better.
Yeah. Wait, when did you think we stopped talking? When you started? That's when we stopped?
Well, I mean, no, but it's like I was like being pushed out, you know. I mean,
Ah.
the mandems can like feel, you know, the mandems can feel, but I mean, at the same time, it's like I didn't really care,
Yeah.
like, cause it's that's just life.
Yeah, and also like, you know, the other person, like, he didn't have any friends. Well, he didn't have any
Yeah,
friends
yeah,
outside
yeah.
of us. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that was like a big factor that came into play.
Yeah. I agree. But creative wise,
Yeah, where were you 3 years ago? Where are you now, if any? And what do you want to be 3 years from now?
3 years ago, what was I doing creative wise? I was in a talent show, like, but that was like 4 years ago.
Dancing.
Yeah, dancing. I think. Oh yeah, editing. I like editing videos, like making like those like small edits with like the cool like Tompa beats background
Yeah.
music. But it was just like a enjoyment thing, and I still would do it, but I didn't have like Premiere for the longest time. Now I do. So like, and it's not like I can edit any like, you know, adventure like with like a cool song in the background because none of us are really going on adventures, so it's like on
Yeah.
hold. But I would like, that's the one hobby that like at the end of like when I finished the clip, I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to show like everyone. Like I'm so excited, I'm happy, like I feel accomplished, and then I just wait for the next one, you know. But yeah, I'm waiting. I think like same thing for now too. Like right now, like I think the only thing I can do creative wise is I mean, oh, I'm learning French. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't do 3 years ago. I'm learning French. I don't know if that counts as creative or that's in career, but I mean, it ties in, right? To be honest, I just wanted to pick up French because, like, I mean, it's the second language in the country we live in. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's for sure something I want to pick up. And not that I want to lose my, like, my original language, which is Tagalog. But I want to like sharpen all four languages. The four languages I speak, like some of them a little bit, some of them a lot, some of them like you know, medium. Is like one is a dialect in Philippines called Kapampangan. Second is the main language in Philippines, Tagalog. And then there's English, the one I'm mostly using now, and then there's French. So I want to be able to like speak four languages, and maybe even like if I'm completely confident with all four of those, American Sign Language.
That'd
You know,
be cool.
Someone in the grocery store recently, like they needed help, but they were only able to speak in sign language.
Did anyone help them?
I helped them.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
understood.
No, I didn't understand, but like I remembered like one thing, like just like looking over it, like this was like thank you, like,
Oh, okay.
and then I remember doing that, and then she was like after like helping her because I had to like get a pencil and everything on the paper for her to like write it down. But I remember when I did that, she was so happy that like
Aw.
I was able to like
That's
say
sweet.
something to
That's
her.
sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like knowing a bunch of like 5 languages at least at the end. Like not even doesn't even like 3 years at the end of my life. I want to know like 5 languages at least. That's where I want to be creative wise in the future.
That's cool. I want to learn languages too. Like I only know English and like I only understand Tagalog. So and I travel like all the time. Well, I used to travel all the time, but I honestly want to know more. So I mean that I'm pretty much done with this book. But the last thing we should talk about is just the mindset. What was your mindset then, now, and after? I guess I kind of put my mindset, but before I was like really fucked up. I didn't know what I was doing. And trying to learn stuff, I guess. I don't think I was like reading anything, to be honest. Like we were out of school. Like I kind of felt like I was dumb for a bit because like everyone was in school and I wasn't, and I wasn't reading. So I feel like my brain was like kind of like freaking like
You weren't exercising it.
yeah, I wasn't exercising it. Now, I didn't have any goals then, but now what I do is I take a lot of online courses. I don't pay for them though. I do a little. I buy them from like, you know, cheaper people, you know, or pirate them. I take a lot of courses. The courses I'm studying right now is YouTube and digital marketing. I'm currently learning from work. They're teaching me like Facebook ads, which I know is a very valuable skill because there's this guy I saw. He's like making 5K off of it per month. So I'm really glad I'm learning that. In the future, I just want to kind of like perfect my skills with digital marketing and YouTube and content creation. I want to push my career more towards as like a freelance content creator and digital advertiser. So if I can just gain all my knowledge through learning, to do that just by doing it and with other people with courses. And I listen to audiobooks. I actually want, like, one thing I really want, if 3 years from now I can get sponsored by them, that would be fucking sick.
By who?
Audible. Audible or Skillshare. Skillshare, I haven't, like, I used it last year. I'm not using it now because they charge annually, and I can't afford that right now. Or like, there's better resources for me to put into right now. But if I can get a sponsorship from like Audible or Skillshare, like something learning, that would be fucking blessed. But yeah, that's me.
Like that's
for
your
3
mindset.
years.
That's what you want your mindset to be in.
Yeah, I want to learn more about digital marketing and content creation and passive income. I want to make sure like I'm running all my shit passively, and that's a lot of business and money skills you need to learn, and that's honestly what I want to learn.
I think for me, like 3 years, I want to be prepared to start me and my friend's plan. So my friend is like, I think he's halfway or a little bit more than halfway done real estate agent. And, like he's almost done being a real estate agent, and like we have a plan on, like, by the time I'm 26, I think he would be 25 by then, we would put a mortgage down on like our first house, and then have like one more person to like just rent it out, like a 3 people thing, and then we're just gonna keep on going with that house, like like the regular, like what everyone does,
like real estate investing.
Real estate investing type of thing. Yeah, but me and him, like, we always like catch up with each other every like month or like sometimes like 3 weeks, just like, oh, like how's your, like how do you think you are, like with the whole like saving and everything, and like but I think in 3 years I want to be ready for all the big changes that's gonna happen, because like I think not that like I'm in a big rush to like move on from everything, like move out of like Brampton. Oh yeah, I'm a little bit I love Brampton, but like you grow out of it. But anyways, I want to be ready basically for all the big changes coming, and other than that, I think I was gonna say something like with like the other stuff, but at the same time it's like I feel like I've already said enough. I've already said everything, and yeah.
So I think we talked about literally a lot of like most of the areas of our life now. Just to wrap up this podcast, let's do a quick recap. And then a message to ourselves in 3 years.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, so money. Okay, should I say how much I have or no?
No, you should not.
Okay, I'll write it down. Future Joseph, see what you have and calculate it. See if you did the good thing.
Or I mean,
like
you can say it if you want, but just cut it out and just keep that to yourself, I guess.
I'll remember.
Yeah, okay.
You're not the richest, but you have something, you know what I mean? But let's see how much money you have in the future. Body shape. All right, here's how you look right now. I'm gonna put like a picture.
Show
No, I don't want to show right now, and I don't know how you're gonna look in the future. And with creative wise, how your films look right now. Just watch your fucking YouTube videos, and you're currently making $5 a month off of YouTube. So compare those numbers 3 years from now. Do your quick recap.
So body wise, get back to the peak. We're not looking for anything like crazy, just like where you were before the second quarantine.
Yeah,
I think before the first quarantine, I think like that one was like here, but after the first quarantine and before the second one, I was like here. But anyway, you know what you're looking for. And creative wise, find a cool way to express yourself, I guess. I mean, like, so far we're just waiting to edit, but other than that, there's many different ways to do it. So hopefully I trust you'll find something. And what is it?
Career wise.
Career. Please be in, like, in it, in the system.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not that we're even slacking, but, you want to keep on pushing yourself. Right? When you're too comfortable, when you're in a shit situation, and the only way to get out of that shit situation is if you push yourself to, to that point where you can be, you can be where you want to be, and it won't ever be shit from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's do quick 30-second message you would say to your older 3-year-old self. For me, fuck everything else. Work out. Yes, like, try to do passive income, but that all comes second to making YouTube videos and trying to create this business, trying to make this your life. This is your numbers right now. Okay, I'm going to just screenshot this and put it on screen because this is ass. But 142 subscribers. By the time you're 24, I want you to be financially free, hopefully, because you know what to do with business and shit at that point, and have more subscribers. In order to make more money, you don't need to have 1 million subscribers. You just need to have 1,000 true fans. Just make a living, If you could just wake up every day and go to sleep, and in between do exactly what you want to do, that will be my definition of a happy life. And I'm counting on you, Joseph, or I'm counting on you, Joe, to do this.
I'm sorry, I did something funny.
What did you do?
I raised my hand up, but look at the fucking stains.
It's okay, I'll keep that in.
Yo, she hot though.
Yo, mine's worse, bro. Look. Oh, Lord, baby. Oh, my fucking God.
30-second message to myself. You can do it. No, I don't know.
Just do it.
Yeah, no. I mean, myself right now, like the present self, I think I know what I need to say to myself to keep on going, and I'm pretty sure in the future you should too. But don't ever lose who you really are. I think I'm like not saying this in a narcissistic way, but I'm kind of good. I'm good with who I am. I'm great with it, and I think it's like the most who I am is the most productive way I can be. So don't lose sight of that, and hope that things get better. Well, I mean, things will get better, but I mean, look on the bright side,
It could always be worse.
That is true.
Anyways, thanks for watching this podcast, On Average Fools, episode 11. I really appreciate you. Chin, Sonia, my 2 Patreons, thank you for watching and subscribing. You guys are the reason why I wake up with a smile on my face. I'll see you in your dreams.
Thanks, man.